Gushman, and I'm back with a new trading video. So today I have something special that I've been working on and developing, and it's the I call it the Nexus Institutional EA or Expert Advisor. And this EA was designed to work with smart money concepts here. So the whole idea is that as a retail trader, you're trading against the banks and the hedge funds and the big liquidity providers. So the whole idea is that you don't want to trade against them because, for instance, most traders are taught a certain method of trading, which involves, price action, uh, setting your stop losses and your take profit targets. And this is where retail traders go wrong uh, because these institutions know where your stop losses are and they hunt your stop losses. You're the liquidity, you know. You want to stop being the liquidity. So this is the concept of the EA that I've developed, programmed, and coded. We want to trade with the big liquidity providers, the hedge funds, and the banks. So I've designed this EA around smart money algorithmic concepts, and I've gained it runs on four basic concepts here. Okay. First of all, the EA runs specifically for three particular currency pairs. I've targeted the Euro US dollar, the Great British Pound US dollar, and the US dollar Japanese yen. And it's designed to do strictly day trading. We're not doing scalp trades. We're not doing any swing trading where you have to hold, there comes sometimes you have to hold your positions for days or even some people even hold their positions for weeks. No, we don't. I designed the EA around high probability trades that close within anywhere from 1 to 3 hours. Average trade duration 2 hours, right? Zero grid, zero martingale, zero guesswork. And I have some risk management techniques employed where it's basically 1% max risk per trade. All right. And if you know smart money concepts, you know that the script analyzes order blocks, fair value gaps, and liquidity sweeps when coming up with trade recommendations. Okay. Uh, this EA works on background data going back 5 years. So I've designed it uh, to look at what the big banks are doing, the liquidity pools, the big hedge funds are doing, and I've designed it, and it's set to have a high win rate. We want high win rate, high probability trades, very little max drawdown, and short time frames for the trades. Okay, it's very specific as to what the trade setups will be. All right, this EA also runs exclusively during the London and New York sessions. We don't want to take that's when there's the highest liquidity. Okay, capital protection. The EA is protected by a hard stop loss and dynamic take profit based on these liquidity levels. And like I mentioned, the trades are resolved within 3 hours or so, minimizing exposure to unpredictable news events. Okay. Um, so moving on to the strategy here, like I mentioned, four basic concepts, the institutional AI blueprint here, liquidity identification, market structure shift, fair value gaps, and session timing, right? We want to do the trades, like I say, during the London and New York sessions. So the EA is designed specifically for those sessions where there's a lot of liquidity. Uh, Institutions need liquidity to fill large orders. We identify equal highs and equal lows where retail stop losses are clustered. And this is what these banks know is where your stop losses are. And then they hunt your stop losses and thereby losing trades. And that's why anywhere from 85 to 90% of retail traders lose money in the market. But this EA is designed to flip the script, if you will. Also, banks and hedge funds look at fair value gaps as magnets. The EA enters on the retest of these gaps, ensuring high risk to reward ratio. Okay, so that's the basic concept and strategy of this EA. It's all been programmed and coded. I've programmed and coded all these concepts into the EA. Now you want to know why I chose these three pairs. And the reason why is based on research. And the Euro USD, of course, it's the largest traded pair in the Forex markets. And that's because it has the highest liquidity, tightest spreads, and most predictable institutional flow during the London-New York overlap. Great British Pound US dollar has high volatility, and it's excellent for catching 50 to 100 pip moves within a 3-hour window. The US dollar Japanese yen has the cleanest technicals and often mirrors US Treasury yields, providing a macro institutional edge. Okay. Now let's go to the dashboard here, where the really brains of the operation exist, right? All right. So, like I said, we're analyzing just strictly, the EA analyzes strictly only three currency pairs: Great British Pound, US dollar, Japanese yen, Euro, US dollar. Okay. So currently it's set to Euro, US dollar. You can flip it back and forth. It'll load up the charts for you. All right. So let's go to Euro, US dollar. All right. So it pulls up the trading view chart here. I have it synced to the Owanda trading view charts. Owanda is a regulated broker, so there's no funny business with the prices. All right. Now, if you see here, we have a current price of the Euro USD. It's Monday afternoon, about 12:43 p.m. here. So the price is at 16,982. Currently 16, it's hovering 16,980. Okay, so what you do here is I have the sync with chart button here. So what you would do is you simply click on this button here and it opens into this box, and you type in the exact price or of the currency pair. It's running, if you see here, it's 16,971. So we simply put 16,971 in the box and hit set, and then run the analysis. Okay? You locked in the current price of the currency pair, and this works with the other two currency pairs. You do the same process. All right, so it's doing it. Okay, so just finished running the analysis here. And so it gives you a market overview of what's happening. It's about 12:43 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is the New York session. Like I said, the EA, you only want to use the EA during the London and New York sessions where there's the highest liquidity. And it gives you the smart money concepts, order blocks, fair value gap, concept. Liquidity pools gives you the different prices here, uh, and so forth. You can go ahead and read that. But the true value of this EA is, excuse me, right here is the trade setup, the high probability trade setup, right? So basically, what you do is, and I've been testing this EA and it's been working amazing on my broker account. Okay, it gives you an entry price, stop loss number, and take profit target. So basically, what you do is you go into your broker account and you plug in these numbers and plug in your lot size and run the trade, and that's it. So, like I said, been I'm about to launch this EA, and I've been running it on my broker account. So this is how the EA works. There's certain things also. There's a little back test section here where you can do a simulation, a back test simulation for the particular currency pair. But really the nuts and bolt here is the dashboard and the institutional AI analyst here, right? This is where you get the numbers to plug into your broker and take your trades. So yeah, this is it. I have a legal section here. It's a disclaimer, of course, the standard disclaimer that forex trading is high risk, so forth. I think you all know, anybody that's a forex trader knows what I'm talking about. And also, it has a AI analysis disclaimer as well. It doesn't guarantee wins, it does not guarantee accuracy, completeness, and so forth. And then it's a use license here. What I'm probably going to do is offer this during the launch of the EA, offer it for free, so you guys can test it out. Maybe for 30 days, I'll have it up free. You can use it, and then after the 30 days, I'll probably put it behind a paywall with a subscription, as a subscription service. Okay, so I think that's basically it in a nutshell. Nexus Institutional EA, Gushment, and thank you for watching my review.